Hello everyone, welcome to Aaklan-Kids Coding Lab, making your child world better. So this is our second session on Python class in which we are going to learn about variables and data types. So as you can see, there is a birthday card on my screen and we can fill the details in this birthday card. There are 5 details: for, date, time, place and RSVP. So let's just suppose we are having a birthday. So in the for we can fill my birthday. In the date we can fill the date in which we are going to host a party, and we can fill the time of a birthday party in the time section. In the time, fill in the blanks, and in the place we can type, we can fill address, and in the RSVP we can give it a number, our mobile number. So as you can see, our blanks value can be changed. We can update the value according to the condition or according to our wants. So these are the variables in the Pythons. So let's just study what is a variable. So if I describe the variable in a brief, variable is a box. You name that box and you store some value inside that box. So you can use that value later in the program. So this, as you can see in this diagram, I'm naming this box as X and I'm referring it a value 100. So I can use that value further in the code, or I can change that value according to any condition. So what you have to do, the syntax is, for assigning any value to the variable, the syntax is, first of all you have to name a value. As you can see, I've named date, and you have to assign that value. You have to use assignment operator, and you have to give it any value. So I'm giving 1st July as a date. So I have to enclose this 1st July in a double quotes because it's a string. So we will actually study about string also. So as you can see, this definition says that a variable is a container whose value can change depending on certain conditions. So as you can see, this diagram also depicts that variable is a box. You can name that box. I'm naming it A, and inside that box you can store any value. So the variable name is A and we are storing 5 to it. And the syntax is, you can name a variable like this, number underscore 1, and you have to use an assignment operator. This is a symbol of assignment operator, and you can give it any value. But there are some conventions, some rules to name the variable name. You cannot name it anything. So let me just open my IDE and let me just show you how you can name it and how you cannot name it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm on this interactive mode. So how you can name it? The first rule is your variable name should start with an alphabet, or you can use underscore like this. So you can start your variable name with underscore, or either it can be an alphabet. So that's the first rule. So let's just suppose I'm assigning 100 to num1 underscore num1. So I can print num1 like this. So the first rule to name your Python variables is a variable name must start with a letter or an underscore. So I've already told you about that. And a variable name cannot start with a number. You cannot start your variable name like this, 5 num equals to 100. If I name it like this, you can see, can you see that? Syntax error, invalid syntax. So that is invalid syntax. You cannot name it like this. Yeah. So a variable name cannot start with a number. And the other, the third rule is that a variable name can only contain alphanumeric, which means a combination of alphabets and numbers, characters and underscores. So you can your variable name can be of a combination of A to Z, 0 to 9 and underscore. That's it. And space is not allowed. Let me just show it to you. You cannot name your variable like this, first space name equals to maybe Hemant. You cannot name it like this. press enter, it will produce an invalid syntax error. You cannot name it like this. For the spaces you have to use underscore. First underscore name equals to, like this. This will work. If I type first underscore name, it will print Hemant in the interactive mode. As you can see, we are using interactive mode. So the fourth rule is that variable names are case sensitive. What does it mean, case sensitive? For example, you are creating age variable, capital H variable, and caps locked age variable. So actually these three are not same variables, they are three different variables. So the case sensitive means this age is different, this age is different, and this age is different. That's it. That's the meaning of case sensitive. So let me just give you a demonstration. If I type age equals to maybe 23, and if I type capital AGE equals to 100, these are different. If I type A, it will print 23, and if I type capital AGE, it will print 100. So that is a different. These are not same variables. If I type capital AGE, and if I give it the value 10,000, if I print AGE, capital AGE, it will print 10,000. So as you can see, this age is different, this age is different, and this age is different. So, and the variables in Python are case sensitive. So let's just study about data types also. So basically there are main 4 data types in our Python: integers, floating point, strings, and booleans. So as you can see, integers are represented as int, int. So as you can see, integers are can be represented as int, int stands for integers. So your int can contain whole numbers such as 3, 300, and 200. Your floating point, float, can contain number which contains decimal point like 2.3, 4.6, 100.0. And string is any piece of text, as you can see, ordered sequence of characters. It can be hello, semi, and as you can see, you should enclose your string into double quotes or single quotes. As you can see, hello is enclosed in double quotes and semi is enclosed in single quotes. And you can give it any number also, or any combination of alphanumeric characters. You can even include special characters in the strings. So hello, semi, 2000, and this Chinese piece of text, I'm considering this is Chinese or Cantonese. So you can type these in double quotes. That will be considered as strings. And the fourth data type is boolean. Boolean contains only 2 values, true or false. So you can use them in the Python code. So let's just shift to the coding. I'm creating new file. So in my ideally, I have opened the untitled file, new file. So in which I'm creating a variable name, and let me just show you how you can take input from the user. To take input from the user, you have to type input and round brackets, and inside that round bracket you have to give it a piece of text, and I'm typing enter your name. This piece of text will be prompted to the user, so it will be prompted, and then ideally will ask for user input. And now what I'm doing in the next line, I'm just printing name as it is, name. Now if I save it, let me just save it with variables name, and I'm saving it. Now if I run it, to run this code, just go to run and run module, click on run module, and as you can see, it's asking for me to enter my name, enter your name. So I can give it my name. Now if I press enter, in the next line it's printing my name, because in this file I've coded and I'm printing name in the second line. Now what you can do is you can even add some message also. Your name is, and you have to separate your string with your variable, and I've used comma for that. So I've typed your name is, and after that I've separated the variable with this text with this comma, and I've saved it. And now if I run it again, run module, So as you can see, now if I give it to my name, Heman, now it's my name is printed with this message, your name is Heman. So you can also create one more variable like age, take input from the user, and in the round brackets you can enter a prompt. I'm just typing what's your age, and now you can print your name is Heman. I can print your age is age. Now you save it and run it. It will ask for your name, enter your name, Heman. What's your age? So I'm typing 23 as an example. So it will print your name is Heman, your age is 23. So this is how you can take input from the user and use variables like this. So I've opened my ideally, and now let's just create a birthday card in our Python. So for that I'm going to my file option, I'm creating a new file, and in that file I'm creating some variables like name, and I'm taking that name as an input, and I'm prompting name of birthday boy slash girl, and the other variable is friend, which the friend you are inviting into your birthday party, friends name. I'm creating date variable, date of birthday, time variable, taking as an input, and I'm prompting time, address, venue address, I'm prompting venue address, and phone. So you can ask and input phone number. Now in my code, actually it will work very nicely. So now in my code, what I'm going to do is I will print these things. So I'm printing the birthday card. As you know that this hashtag is used to create comments. Now I'm printing a blank line. This empty prints means that we are printing a blank line. And now in this print, in the double quotation, I'm printing it's my birthday in the middle of these asterisks. It's my birthday. And in the next line I'm printing the star 40 times. So this is actually a string multiplication, and I'm printing this star, I'm multiplying this star with 40 using this star operator. So it will actually print the star 40 times into the screen. Now what we have to do is I'm printing the name. So I'm creating an spaces, and after that I'm printing name, the birthday boy name, and after that I'm printing invites, friend, the friend which we are inviting, TMT. Okay, so now I'm also printing a message to a grand birthday party. Now I want to print the date, time, address and phone. So for that I'm printing star 40 times, so we can leave a star line Now I will print the date. So what you have to do is just type date variable, separating by comma. Now in the next line I'm typing address, open double quotes, ADDRESS, or in space, separated with comma, and type address, your variable name address. Let's just type time also, printing time. Let's just move this line after date. After the address, let's just leave a blank line, and we will print RSVP. And after that I will print my phone number, and in the end of this I'll just copy this print and I'll paste it here. So and in the end of this card we are printing star 40 times. Now just go to your file option and click on this save. Ctrl plus S is the shortcut. Type birthday card. I'm just saving it with name of birthday card, and I'm saving it. Now if you run it, let's just see the output. Name of the birthday boy or girl. So let's just suppose I'm typing Malik as a name. Friend name should be maybe Sai. I'm typing Sai. Date of birthday can be 14 11/2020. Okay, 2021. Just let's make it 2021, and the time should be maybe 5 p.m. When your address can be anything. Phone number, I'm just typing random number. So it will print a birthday card like this. Can you see that? It's my birthday. Malik invites Sai to a grand birthday party, and the date, time and address are printed onto the screen, and RSVP the number. So this is how you do it. This is how you create a birthday card, use variables and different type of data types into your Python. So the practice question for this session is get 5 menu items as user input and prepare printout of birthday party menu. And the second question is get the names of 10 invites and print a list of attendees. Okay, that's your homework for today. So see you in next session.